Okay. Back for day 3. Hey. We left off dealing with the Barrel Brewery. Almost got soft locked by one of the NPCs. Returning to the brewery, which I'm not used to. Usually you hand in the quests and the brewery comes back to being populated. But I went into one of the houses after defeating the bandits and then got surrounded by some NPCs while they were trying to go to bed and got locked up against the wall, but was able to switch places with them, luckily, because of my wormhole thing. Even though that did cause them to get aggressive towards me, but allowed me to escape that potential softlock. So, we could immediately do the caravan quest to go down to Bran and get the caravan unlocked, but I think we might pick up the quests for the other dungeons before we do that. Just to get some extra money and some extra levels before progressing with the game. So what do we want to do? I think we want to... Do we want to deal with the undead? Let's do the plague. Oh, I forgot I totally have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. I guess that's one argument to go deal with the caravan immediately. Just to get more space to store stuff. Because I only have limited space to stick all these. Extra little thingies in. And I don't have a place to put this really. Stick it here, I guess. Hopefully those loot tables don't fix themselves after a week and remove my items from the storage. Okay. Hopefully we can find some treaties for some of the additional talent trees that I don't have in this next dungeon. Because I would love to get armor, combat, to get self-repair. Especially since I'm wearing two fairly expensive things to repair. Being these two unique items cost a lot to get repaired. And being able to repair them myself will save me a lot of money in the long run. Wonder when you should be tackling these I'm wondering why this one is grayed out and this one isn't. Did I somehow see something in there that caused it to trigger it to gray? Because gray usually means that you've cleared the location. Which is fairly interesting. It must be that like pot room that I saw. That I had to run away from the creatures in. Poachers. I'll take the reg. Okay, cool. My pessimism is gone. Nice. I was thinking, I was like, I'm pretty close to the middle of the map, but I'm pretty sure I've already scouted this location. Okay, these things are going to be a little annoying because of their ability to do that, which stops you from casting. I don't like how easily it is to get bleeds in these dungeons, but I think it was a bit of a it's all pretty decent stuff considering. Let's use that to repair my chest piece a bit. That's a little too much. But I do have heroism, so let's switch these guys around. Okay. That was fairly intense, but especially with the music building up. Alright. Hey, that's good. We can use that to build some more bandages. What does Poppy do? Okay, it's still pain reduction and pain change. Okay, those are decent finds. Okay, let's... I'm getting a lot of rags. That makes up for that bleed condition I got in the beginning of the dungeon a little bit. Straw. Okay, we get a treaty. Don't really want daggers. I remember... What was this thing? Does this passive only work with sorcery books? Grants. Yeah, just sorcery treaties. Okay, we'll drop that for now. Okay, we found another one of these. Those are good to grab. Gonna need another one of these. How do we want to deal with this? Maybe drop the rope. Yeah, I think we're gonna get rid of the rope. Oh, that was enough to get the quest complete. Okay. That means we can just chuck this by the front door for now. Just so we have some free inventory space. Wonder if this is going to be a small dungeon. Do I have something I can throw at him? Can I throw the sponge at them? Perfect. Okay, it's an okay amount of money off of that. More cloth scrap, that's good. Let's repair the bracers. this guy out of the room so that his death buff doesn't go on the guy in the room. I wonder if I can, like, I guess I can't pull him off of the stake with my magic, since it didn't look like my wormhole affected him. That definitely. I think I can use that to repair boots, right? We'll just take everything for now. I can turn this into more bandages. Perfect. Probably won't have room to haul all of this stuff. I don't need this because I have the two at the front entrance. That is definitely the boss room. And a good thing that I didn't just go charging in there immediately. Because I don't know where that guy came from, but wouldn't want him in my retreat path. Okay, he came out of here. Or is this the boss? This looks like the boss. But that looked like the boss room. You know, with the big circle in there. This looks more like... I don't know if this room has another enemy in it, so let's try to lure him out of the room. What are his abilities again? Chain Strike, Lacerate, Bloodthirst. This is going to be kind of annoying. I'm assuming he's... able to life steal. Okay, we got him down fast. That might have just been a regular enemy. Yeah, this isn't the boss room. That's just a high tier cultist. They changed the way that they looked a little bit. So I don't remember him being that blood-soaked before. We could do some more repairs to the chest. Those are materials I can't use at the moment, since I don't have the crafting recipes. Can I eat this? It's more bandages. Kinda want to reduce my pain because that's gonna hurt these things. That's a good find. Double healing salve. Let's heal up a bit. Okay. What's behind this door? More rags. Blue version of the amulets. Let's get rid of an hourglass, I guess, to get a hold of this. I don't like seeing paranoia. Okay. Yeah, we can turn some of this into fodder. You can't turn that stuff into fodder? I thought you could. We'll just drop a bowl for a moment. I know there's an enemy in the room, but he can't go anywhere. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, the teleport spells don't work. Pretty decent, especially this early. We'll drop one bandage, we have quite a bit of bandage. Though we'll probably end up bleeding on the boss fight, so we're probably gonna end up using a lot of my bandages. Okay, not anything I can craft on the bench. Are we done clearing everything but the boss room? Looks like it. Okay. So we know there's more than just the boss in here. Okay, that works well. Let's switch places. Okay, let's heal up. Don't want an injury on the head, that's the worst nightmare for a caster. I am fatigued and I am in pain. It's weird that the Arcanist spells cause so much fatigue. Okay. I think I might want to get rid of this pain before we go into the boss fight. Also, I'm going to eat an onion. We could eat that poppy wherever it is to help with the pain. Do raspberries help with the pain? I can't remember. No, but they help with moral change. Oh geez, it's not actually there. Okay. I don't like the damage taken on the paranoia and the fatigue change. That's probably where I got fatigued from. Might be worth just heading back to town right now. Because the boss room's probably going to have some loot in it anyways. And I'm not going to be able to bring everything back with me. And this way I can clean up my inventory and we can get a nice fresh sleep to get rid of this fatigue. And also try to get rid of the paranoia and maybe get my morale and sanity back up. So I'm not suffering these negative states. This one's actually real. Okay, well, wasn't expecting that. Okay, we can tackle this a little bit more smart, I guess. We can free some room by merging these together. Stick this in here. Okay, we definitely want to get some food before we go this time. And I think we want to get more sleep this time. I need some vegetables. What are the cheapest ones? These ones. Well, we didn't get too terribly great items in the dungeon. We do miss out again on the horn. The drinking horn, but it's not a big deal. Maybe we can buy some upgrades to our gear. I definitely want to grab some more healing cells before we head out. I'm probably going to take a long rest for my character. Let's get a couple extra. Probably want some pain. Some things that help with pain. Can't upgrade my cloth because I pretty much have all blue stuff, which is nice. Let's try upgrading the staff. Maybe we can get a decent casting staff. Unless we want to tier... Yeah, unless we want this tier 1, which I don't really want. And I don't really want the healer staff. So I don't think we're going to be able to get this staff. So this time we'll just rest up to ensure that we're all good to go. I don't particularly like this new state system because it makes downtime. Makes you have a lot more downtime than you used to. I'm not a big fan of sitting around trying to get rid of these effects. Okay. This time, at least, we're not in the negatives on these two. Though we're probably going to fall down into them during the dungeon. So I wish I could kind of get them a bit higher. But I'm not interested in waiting around. That will be good, hopefully. At replenishing my positive state of mind. Can also grab some mine wort to help boost it even further. Or at least my sanity. Alright, round 2. Hopefully this time we don't... These negative states are the things that are really crippling us. Hopefully we can turn that around. I'm going to grab an acorn just to use it as a tool to get enemies to chase me out of rooms so I don't have to fight so many enemies at once. As Arcanist spells don't go as far as the other schools. Oh, just a corpse in there. Reach. No, out of reach. Okay, they do build pain quite quickly. Okay, we might have a similar dungeon layout. Looks like the loot tables might be different though. As I don't remember there being coal there last time. I'm getting quite beat up. But that's how it is when you're wearing cloth. Let's repair these. Okay, it might be the same loot table. That looks like the right stuff. Okay. I think the static loot is fine, but the barrels don't, they have a random loot table rather than the lootable stuff. Okay, let's get rid of this bleed. Yeah, looks like the static loot is the same. Crafting, let's turn this into fodder immediately. So we still get to keep the drinking horn, which is nice. But it also means we don't have a chance of finding cool treaties in the dungeon since we pretty much fully cleared it. Now we have a negative mental state. And it's because I didn't clear that pain fast enough, I think. Ooh, an early surgeon kit. Copper nugget. It looks like the creator might be gearing up to add smithing into the game. Though he doesn't have a talent tree for it. But it might be a part of the crafting that will just end up in the basic skills. But I wouldn't be surprised if he like introduced something to do with blacksmithing as a talent tree or something. Or like crafting of some sort. Okay, so we still get to keep that. Throw that on the ground just so I don't forget about it. How much is this? 6? Yeah, I'll put that in the inventory for now. Don't want to waste the durability on that. Okay, my morale re-jumped back up. Do you regain it by killing people? Situation. Triumphs or setbacks in combat. And exploration. As well as influence of certain effects and consumables. So I'm guessing that after defeating an enemy, your morale goes up. Ooh. That's also a quite early item to be getting. Well, we can stack the fodder by doing this. Let's repair this. I'll leave that on the ground for now. I'm definitely coming back for the alcohol. And what did gooseberries do again? Healing efficiency. Fatigue change, that's alright. Okay. Throw that on the ground. That's money. Don't need all these acorns, I guess. That can just stay there. Alright, there's the boss. Might just be able to pull him out without getting the others aggroed. Let's kite him back to this closet. Okay. We can leave that there because we're coming back for the bottle in a moment. Let's do that just to get some healing efficiency. We can use one of these leathers now. I can also repair these with that. Wish I had some way to get my pain down. Oops. Didn't mean to pick that up. Yeah, I was wondering. I thought there was another dude in here. Let's do this. Okay. Perfect. There we go. Let's heal myself up to get rid of some of this pain. Could drink that wine, but I kind of want to sell that wine. Okay, we just have this guy left. Let's drop the ring, it's not worth much. Okay, just this one area left here. Turn this into fodder. Alright, we got a positive state, that's good. Getting a decent amount of sellable stuff. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, we don't need the sponge. Well, we could get rid of my pain by using the sponge. Move some stuff around. Okay, we definitely want the enchantment scroll. We can eat this and let's see, what's my... That's gonna drop me into the negative if I eat that. Okay, let's drop that. Get the scroll. We want the booze. I don't need this partially used bandage. The food is potentially a low priority, so let's get rid of those. Because I need to make room for 8 squares to get the diagrams in. So how are we gonna do that? Probably can check the book, because I think first tier books are only worth like 50 gold and you have to sell them to the particular vendor. And I'm not going to have any rep with that town, so I'm probably going to get less for it. The copper isn't worth too terribly much. But maybe there's a quest in the game that gets it, but I don't know of it. Let's see here. Guess we can drop a bowl. Need 2 more slots. I guess I could get rid of the fodder. But I'm thinking I want to just use the leather here. And maybe drop... yeah, we'll drop an antitoxin. There we go. But anyway, we have to be careful not to die to the bandits like we did last time, but we don't have that negative paranoia trait this time. We actually have optimism. And we didn't even see any bandits. Oops. Didn't mean to click on that. I need to find a way to get my immunity back up. Whoa, it's getting a lot of drop frames there. Let me just wait until my OBS fixes itself. Alright, let me just try one thing that might fix. Looking a little bit better now, internet-wise. Still dipping down into orange bars, which I don't like, but no, still kind of unstable. Now I messed up my OBS. How do I get the... Now I'm missing my little chat screen on my OBS. Where is it? How do I get that to pop back up? Might have to fiddle with that later. It's not in the settings. Studio? No, not studio mode. Properties? No. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out after I'm done streaming. I don't like how unstable my connection is, though. Okay, well... Oh wait, it moved the chat over there. That's weird. Oh, it must have been when my window changed. Okay. There we go. Oops. Now I... Come on. I hate how these windows snap into places you don't want them. There we go. Fixed. Okay, everything's back to normal. And it looks like I'm getting green bars again on the connection. I'm just gonna have to hope I don't drop a bunch of frames again. Okay. We're gonna rent a room. Okay. We're potentially wanting to keep some of these iron nuggies in case the creators switch the quest in the other town to be nuggies instead of bars. Because I haven't checked that, and I'm not used to there being nuggets. But maybe there's a place you can trade these in to get them smithed into bars. Okay, let's merge those. We'll sell this off, that off. I think you need these for one of the upgrades on the caravan. Let's hold on the enchantment scroll. Might be worth selling the surgeon kit at the moment, just to get some extra spare cash. Do we have? No, I bought all the identification scrolls. Okay. Is that a new armor or just a new picture for an old one? Not used to it having the doublet over top of the chain. I need to repair the crowbar. And I don't need to carry both of them around on me. It'll be nice to have a backup one. Okay. Let's repair the rest of our stuff. Okay. And let's see if this guy will buy this for more money than the general goods vendor. He will. I think it's worth selling that early. I don't like using these until I can get a full inventory of pain stuff to deal with the pain that you get for closing injuries with this. I'm gonna need to buy some more healing cells. You know what, let's just buy all of them. We can sell the liquor. Oops, didn't mean to go upstairs. Let's sell the liquor. Let's store this stuff. And we'll also check to see if we... Yep, that's what I thought. I just lost some money. Well, whatever. Now I know for sure I need to keep that as a mental note in my head that I can't store things in inside of random loot or boxes anymore. Let's drop one nail. And we'll sell one of those as well. Can I fit the... I don't think I need all these buckets. I can just find more buckets later. That's fine. I'll just toss these buckets here for now. Okay. Let's save, I guess. And then pick up the final quest in this area. Also, we'll grab some food for the road. I feel like we kind of deserve a fine meal. Well, let's get the pancakes. That increases the morale and sanity. That's good. Then we'll grab the crypt quests. Head up to the crypt. And we should definitely get a level before we come back. This is why I kind of like getting the caravan, so that I can just travel up there, but you have to go by foot anyways the first time. Alright, how close are we to getting our next spells? 2 more levels? Okay, let's fill up our gullet with some water. Actually, we could do some mine wort. Get some more water in us. Want to keep those mental faculties up. Okay. Wish this had more range. Okay, we have to be careful up here. And some of my other playthroughs I've had pretty strong animals appear in this area. Still worth exploring in case there's some cool question marks up here. Plus I need to explore at least one of the tiles that is not a road tile close to the crypt so that I can move the caravan there when or later in the game. I wonder if it'll be worth digging up the graves here, because I have a feeling that that'll bring my sanity down to a point. I don't think the loot you can find in the crypts are any good, but who knows. So we've got, what, 4 graves that we could unbury? Let's take the bowl. I'd be willing to do it if there was a bandit camp close by, because I could just save there and then see if it's worth it or not, and then load if it isn't worth it. So let's see if this question mark over here is a bandit camp. pretty close to the next level. Alright, is it a bandit camp? That's a lot of wild dogs. Well, that is decent for us. Well, the bandits are also aggro onto wild dogs. This is good for us because those are higher tier bandits. Do this. That, oh, and it has durability. Nice, I can actually sell that. Okay. Okay, that was good. That could have went poorly. And it didn't, because we got a lot of dogs. Ooh, and that's some good loot too. Let's turn this into fodder. And we'll get my save off that I was trying to do. And then we'll use that to quickly check the graves. Just checking, because I don't think this is considered a road tile, so the caravan won't be able to stop there. I'm not sure, because this is a mountain, if the caravan can stop there. It can't stop here because this is a location. That's a road, that's a road, that's a location. So I might want to grab this one, but we could just put the caravan here and then walk up, because then we can turn in the quest here. So that's probably what I'll end up doing in the future, but might as well, while I'm here, go down and just spot this tile. Should also pick up a pine cone so I have something to throw at enemies in the dungeon if I need to get their attention. Okay. Those are tier 2 bandits. Oops. Okay, well this didn't go as well as I needed it to, but already wasting a lot of resources before even going into the dungeon. But we're almost at the next level. And I can pick up some sticks. I just don't know if any of these tiles are gonna have hemp on it, because I think hemp has to be on the like official plain tiles. I do not want to fight wolves, thank you. Doggos. Okay, more willpower. We're just that close to, much closer to getting the next tier of talents. Teleporting enemies burn 10% of their max energy and replenish the same amount of energy to the character. Don't think I've been having energy problems. Using dimensional shift on character or entity summoned with on characters or entities summoned with reduces the spell's cooldown by 2 turns. I think that doesn't come into effect until you get the Phantasm thing. Well, okay, character, so that on the character or entities. So that wouldn't mean me as well. So teleporting myself will reduce that ability's cooldown by 2 seconds. Interesting. I think what it means by entity summoned, I don't think it has to be particularly... Oh, maybe it just is Arcanist. I was wondering if you could... I'm assuming you can't maybe teleport the runic boulders. And maybe it doesn't work that way. I have a feeling this isn't going to be worth it and is going to reduce my sanity too much, but... So I should probably not go opening those things at the moment. Maybe I'll wait. I can always wait till after I'm done the dungeon. I guess I don't need to carry all these sticks. Since I'm not going to find the rope that I need. Okay. Another drinking horn. It's not bad to have an extra one. I'm not gonna use that. I can't sell it, so it's not really worth picking up. Incense. I think that's one of the things you need for an upgrade for the caravan, so that's good. That looks intact, but I don't think it's going to sell more than what I'm going to need to identify it, so... Jeez, I'm dropping a lot of frames again. I wonder if there's a way I can fix that. Did one of my settings get changed when I got my computer fixed? Might not be able to do it while I'm streaming. Hmm. Just be a second, see if I can fix this. I don't know. Don't see anything that's an easy fix. Did all the normal things the last time it was causing problems. I guess I'll just have to hope it doesn't drop a whole bunch of frames. I'll just finish up this dungeon and get back to town and hope that the recording doesn't, recording for this isn't like super terrible. I'll have to watch back this stream just to see what it looks like. Tweak some settings to maybe see if I can get this to not happen again. I don't recall what this one does. Don't know if it'll be better than the one I'm wearing. This could be bad. Let's retreat back to a place where I can fight these guys more one-on-one. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna die here. Well, it's worth anyways, because I lose the progression back to here, and I can just do this next stream. Getting some latency issues anyways, and some drop frames. Anyways, if anyone suffered through the latency, sorry about that. And if you watched till the end, thank you. Have a good day.